And whenever I used to self-medicate, I suffered with a lot of anxiety, depression, had a lot of counselling as a child, self-harm issues.
The thing I'd use most of all in the end was methadone, also known bubble, meow meow, MCAT, bath salts, and I'd use that. I'd stay awake for 5, 6, 7 days in a row until full-on psychosis had hit, and I'd have full dissociation of myself, my surroundings, and I'd be physically unwell to keep going.
I didn't talk to anybody about my feelings. Nobody knew I was ever suicidal or depressed, even though it was every day I thought about it. And I also tried it a number of times. I used to take 180 paracetamol a day. I've tried hanging myself. I've tried stepping in front of a train, but the train was late.
I think it's really important for the Health Board and services across the board to listen to people who use the services and their carers, or get people involved. I think it's absolutely crucial because people who live in them services day in, day out, they know what makes a service good, what makes a service not so good, ideas that could potentially make the service better, more economical. I think it'd be a travesty not to listen to the people who are an expert in their own right about the services that they access.
Well, the reason that I think that Caniad, especially, and the involvement I have in that with the other service users and carers is really important is because when I went into mental health services, I call it, I was done to. I was told what I was going to do, I was told where I was going to go, what medication to take. I had absolutely no choice in anything. But when Caniad came along, they were showing me that I had a voice. I had a way to say to the top management of the health board, you know, you don't have to tell people what to do. People like myself and other service users and carers, we live it on a daily basis. And if we can say to the actual managers direct, you know, the service isn't working, can we adjust it? And for the first time, I found them listening. I mean, I've sat on many boards over the years and I've just sat there bamboozled by words and names and fancy names and this plan and that plan, and never did they turn around and say at first, oh, what do the people who are actually using the service think? So it was always like prescribed to people, and there was no understanding of what people's values are, what people's wishes are, their family circumstances.
I think within the last 12 months, attitudes have changed towards service users, ex-service users and service user involvement. I think Caniad has been really good at getting the message out there about service user involvement, what it entails and, you know, what it's about.
For the first time I heard I've met the managers and they're like, we will change things, we will make a difference, we will turn the services to the point where they work. So money isn't being wasted on a new idea, money is put into the place where it is most needed, and that's at the heart of our lives.
And over the last 6 to 12 months certainly, we've seen a whole lot of trickle-down effect happening. So people up on the very, very top tiers are saying, right, we're going to have a go at this, can we see that? And it's coming through. And at all levels now, we're starting to see quite significant improvement, certainly within my area. And it's wonderful to see. And as well as the services listening and taking on board what we're saying, and it's actually being filed into the right places, the people we're involved with are growing as well. Because we're no longer saying, shut up, you don't matter. Like I said, there's pockets of some really good stuff happening, always has been. But we're starting to give voice to the voiceless and power to the powerless, and they're feeling it. And my bread and butter, what really gets me up in the morning is seeing the individuals who go through this go, I do matter. And you see it.